Hello and welcome back to HyzerMedia's coverage of the feature card Back 9 at the New Jersey Doubles Championship. We are at Thompson Park in Jamesburg, New Jersey. Again, this tournament is run by Central Jersey Disc Golf Club. I'm Dave Oster, here with Rick Hansen. Rick, how's it going?
It's going good. We saw a good first round. Getting ready to see the back nine, which again is very attackable even with this layout. We got a couple islands to look forward to. Ronnie and TJ coming out in front on our card with 4 down. Joey and Brandon right behind with 3 down.
And we'll see if they will improve on their scores on hole 10, which is a par 3 at 332 feet. There's a couple gaps that they can go through. This temporary tee pad to the left gives them a few more options. Out of bounds woods to the left, and the basket is sitting in kind of a lowered ravine area, so if you get down there they tend to filter towards the basket, but you have to miss all of these trees first.
Yeah, the temp tee basket really opens up this forehand line, makes it attackable, especially with the backstop behind the basket. Oh, Joey hits cage. Yeah, I'd say pretty attackable. There's also a nice little hyzer gap for backhand gap on the right-hand side, too.
Yeah, with that lowered ground where the basket sits, any skip, it's right at basket level. Good throw by Brandon, but it's tough to get any better than what Joey did.
Yeah. I mean, really, inches better. That's the only thing.
Right.
There's that backhand line. And you should get a big skip here, too. Oh, oh, there it goes. No, okay, good. Yep. DJ going backhand turnover here. Hit a tree before. They'll take brownies. That should be fine. 2 birdies coming up here. I have faith in them.
There you go.
I'm not sure Joey and Brandon could have been waiting further away from that putt there. We're coming up to one of my favorite holes on this course here, Dave. So, hole 11, downhill, creek in the middle, 840 feet. The creek is playing OB. A real good shot right up along the edge of the creek or just past it. And then the hole's going to make a hard turn left and climb back uphill. There's a tree line right in the middle, forcing you to either stay left on that fairway or go way right. Basket up at the top of the hill, so you can go at it, run a little short, you got an uphill putt.
This is one of my favorite holes too, and you explained it very well. I am excited to see these players attack it.
I have seen players throw roller and actually get lucky by going out over the road, but Joey looks like he's taking a more direct route. Sure, jump the bridge.
I believe that curled up just at the perfect time. I've never really been able to throw forehand rollers, but it really just does set up perfectly with this downhill, slopes a little bit left to right, that keeps it going straight.
Yeah, us mere mortals are just looking for the opening on the right-hand side.
That's right.
You could tell Brandon was going right at it there, though. Flipped up just not enough on him. They're going to take Joey's shot. Oh, TJ, a little early release. Big turnover. No, just stayed up there. You can usually count on it because of the downhill taking it, too.
Yeah, the wind today was definitely playing tricks on these players. I believe that it was playing, as we see Ronnie go over the road, needs to come back. Oh, and he makes it across the creek.
Makes the hole a little longer from over there, but it's safe.
Yep, nice and open. Like I was saying, the wind was coming from a non-traditional direction. I just heard a lot of the players talking about how the wind was at the opposite direction of what they're used to playing if there's ever any wind.
TJ landed short. Oh, is that inside or outside that OB
I
line?
believe that was out of bounds, but I think they were going to take Ronnie's either way.
Brandon throwing a roller, stood up a little early on him. So next time we get Joey on a card here, Dave, we got to put up a little roller counter for him.
That's right. It's going to be high.
Now that's got a standing curl. There is OB back there.
Curls around the garbage can.
Ronnie's got to put a move on this to get it somewhat close. That's far. And the uphill here it's no joke.
Yeah, this is probably still playing 400, 450 for them with this uphill.
Yeah, during my rounds, it's this walk up to the basket that I always question my decision.
But luckily the next hole we get to go back down, so it evens out.
Oh, nice up by Ronnie there.
Looked like it was given a little bit of a run.
Good looking bid. Just short.
Yeah, if it hadn't caught some of those leaves, it might have been scaring a basket.
From hole 12's tee, essentially. Oh, that's brave with that hill there. So now if I'm teaming with Brandon there, now I'm going safe. It does not look Joey going safe.
I think safer with the forehand going to finish back towards the hill. Definitely not safe with that hill there, but safe for Joey's standards. Yeah, that was an incredible roller by Joey. It went past the basket. I think this is the second par 5 where they made it past the basket in two throws. Unfortunately too far, and only were able to come up with the birdie. As we see Ronnie and TJ tap out their par.
And as you said, we go back down the hill here on hole 12. Just a carry, the one tree in the way, so it's either a big forehand or a big hyzer. And this one's playing as an island. And the island was a little closer than circle 1, and it had a wall of advertisers in front. Let's see how they attack it. There was also an enthusiastic spotter behind here all day building drama. That's got to sit down. And there we go.
Oh, out of the circle. So, other than getting into an island, these players have 2 attempts to get into the island each. As you see Brandon come up just a little bit short. If 2 attempts from each player don't make it in, there then is a drop zone down near the island. So, if any player gets to the drop zone, they're throwing 5. Which makes this hole very difficult.
Wow.
Hit the tray stand. No.
Holy
Oh.
wind. That would have been great if it just slammed into the chains, but
The spotter gives the red flag just outside. And Brandon's shot, without that advertiser wall, that shot had a potential to be parked.
come on, stay away, wind. Drop it.
TJ lays it out right.
Settle, baby. Yeah.
Sit down. There it is.
Nice
That's
shot.
how you do it.
So here's Brandon and Joey's second attempt, throwing 3 from here.
And again, denied by the wall.
It's right on the line.
No. I did when I played through here, I threw my zone and I flicked off the top of the wall back to the road.
Oh.
And Joey didn't put that out far enough, so they're going to take from the drop zone, which is down behind the basket, making an uphill putt for 5. Nice putt to save the 5. Loved seeing the enthusiasm behind of Ronnie, too.
Yeah, this was a pretty enthusiastic, very supportive card of each other. With Brandon and Joey, it's always going to be a fun card, and TJ and Ronnie being the TDs, knowing the course pretty well. This was a nice card to follow.
We're going to go just across the road over here to hole 13. Little low ceiling here. You want to throw your drive out into the middle. It's playing about 504. So you want to stay just a little right here and then come back into this clearing past the concrete down here. There is a creek that's OB, maybe 35 feet short of the basket, if that. But nice little approach forehand or turnover backhand into the green. The road behind the pin is also OB. A little early by Ronnie. Now the pressure's on TJ. Keep it low, get it out there. That should Hyzer back. Not the best shot, but they'll be all right.
Yeah, just a little low. Never really gave it the height to have enough room to come back.
I think the wind's bothering Joey here, changing discs. Big flex, a little too much. Yeah, burns it in a little bit there.
The middle, though, shouldn't be too bad of an approach. Hopefully, Brandon can get a better shot out there.
Stood up. It's got a Hyzer before that tree.
Caught a branch. But they're both out in the middle. They'll have an option, see which one's a better line.
Yeah, their approach shots are going to be a little further than they wanted, but they still got to look. TJ going up high. Oh, keep turning. Keep turning. He's across inside circle 1.
Yeah, caught just one little branch. May have slowed the disc down just enough to prevent that from being much closer.
Oh, that might be deep. Off the wall.
And I think that was Joey's zone that he just crushed. Past the basket, out of bounds. Skipped so hard off the fence it almost came back inbounds. But it is on the road.
Oh, and Brandon just hits that tree. That was looking good. Circle 2 putt here. That with that step, Joey ends up releasing like 10 feet from the basket.
Yeah.
Oh, Brandon didn't like it out of his hand.
No.
Nice putt by Ronnie. Takes the bird on the hole. That one feels like it's a must get. That's one of the holes on the course that's unchanged.
Just on the edge of the circle. A little bit of a tree in his way. He doesn't care. He's going to throw it up there and drop it right in there for the bird.
Yeah, that didn't look like it ever left pole on there. That was a nice little putt. As we see Brandon coming over here, maybe 10-footer tap out there par. A little disappointing.
Yeah, definitely one of the more gettable par 4s on this course. But we will move over to hole 14. It's a par 3, 350 feet. This creek and everything to the left is at a bounds, so some players will go straight up to where the drone is flying, but there's also a wider, safer hyzer play to the right side of this set of trees that some players will take as well.
Yeah, it seems like the cards that I saw, you had your first guy go out safe, get yourself a good look, and then your second player tried to attack it, which I think is right, even though it looks like both Ronnie and TJ are going to go safe. Or is... Now he had me confused with that practice. Yeah, he's going to go up the middle.
Kind of in between.
You know Joey's going at it with that forehand. Oh, just short.
Yeah, wrong side of the creek. Playing a little bit uphill, this 350-foot par 3 is not an easy get, especially with this low ceiling.
Oh, Brandon got that. There it is. Nice shot. Yeah, with that creek OB, that definitely makes it a different hole. Get in. Get in. Oh.
Ronnie thought he had it. Looked like he started celebrating just a little bit too early.
It's always the worst when you run them in and they end up missing.
Yeah.
Joey taps out the birdie, and Ronnie and TJ get the par.
So we'll move over to across the street to hole 15, par 4, 534 feet. This is the normal tee pad to the normal basket, and some players will come this way. First shot's landing in towards the wooded part of the fairway. A lot of players will go over the road to the right, playing for the skip either off the road or just in bounds back towards the basket. Both ways can play well, and Joey will just throw a roller.
Breaking the course.
Yep.
I have seen people get down there all the way with the roller if you get the perfect line. But like you said, a lot of players are going out over the road, but you can see it's an active live park, so you have to wait until there's a clearing in there. Get off it. Get off it.
And that was heading towards the tree, his entire throw.
Yep.
See if Ronnie can make the correction.
Ooh. That's going to have to take a big skip. Oh, it made it. Oh, there's that curb over there that I've seen people hit, and that keeps him from getting back in bounds. So he got lucky.
Just barely. And so we got a safe play, and then we'll see TJ trying to get a little bit more aggressive. Roller winds up just about same side where Ronnie wound up.
Yeah, right around there is about 400, 420 feet, so maybe 100, 120 foot upshot left for him. Brandon looked to give it a little run there.
Yeah, that was definitely an aggressive play. Ooh. Joey burned it into the ground.
You took the actual words right out of my mouth there, Dave.
Maybe we're getting good at this announcing thing.
TJ hits a little tree early. Well, that should grab when it lands too. Should be nice. Oh, a little shorter than I was expecting. Makes a nice bird. Just on circle's edge here?
Yeah, it looks like it. 30, 32 feet, something like that.
Rising the whole time.
Yeah. And that's doubles for you. You get 2 shots at it.
No pressure on this one. And it doesn't have any. Nice shot, TJ. 2 birdies on 15. Again, I feel like with this layout, not modified, any of the original blue holes are almost must-gets for these guys.
And hole 16 is a par 4, 246 feet. Original long tee pad to the regular basket position, but there are 2 mandatory trees that these players have to go through. If not, the drop zone will be from right between them. And a little uphill, so it plays farther than 246. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for these players.
Yeah, if you look left of Joey, there is a forehand line. Those Mandos take that easy hyzer forehand out of it, so you got to play a little flex. That's fine. And by fine, I mean really good.
That gives the green light to Brandon.
Ooh.
It's just below the cage. And that is what is exciting about doubles is someone gets close, next person can run it on a hole you wouldn't usually see people running it. So looking for an exciting throw in. Yeah. I think he did make it. I think it just kicked off the tree and went in.
Oh.
And Ronnie hit the other tree.
2 for 2, guys. 2 for 2.
They hit both Mandos and still made it in on both their throws, so.
TJ didn't like that one out of his hand.
And both of them coming up a little bit short.
I don't even know what to call that. That's not a turbo putt.
Brandon said that was a shout out to Chris Villa as he was throwing it. So as a Chris Villa putt.
Yeah, Chris Villa was supposed to play in this tournament and got injured. So speedy recovery, Chris.
Yes.
Hole 17.
Ooh, take it for it.
There we go. It's our other island hole. Uphill, 260. Playing a little bit longer, but you have to get into the island similar to hole 12 up here. We had another spotter that was giving us less drama than hole 12, but still relished it a little bit.
Yes, doing their job, letting the players know if they're inbounds, out of bounds. Great job out here. All these volunteers, we thank them for their efforts, and the Central Jersey Disc Golf Club, of course, appreciates them as well.
It's funny because on this hole, that island is your aiming point anyway, but you tell people it's an island as Brandon parks it. Somehow it gets in their heads and it feels smaller than it is. As long as that holds, that looks good.
Ooh, just over it. And I think that's what it is. It's usually, I think players are probably aiming right around where that sign wall is and hoping to skip up. But with it being about a foot off the ground, they need to make it just over that island, which gives it that little extra bit of difficulty.
Tandem putts, there you go. Always good to see him having a good time.
Yeah. So we'll finish off on hole 18, playing from the short tee. A par 3, 453 feet, sloping downhill from left to right, most of the fairway. Out of bounds road on the left, and the parking lot behind to the right is also out of bounds. So most players can reach this on a nice forehand flip up or a backhand turnover, flex shot. And I have no doubts that Joey's going to give this a good run.
Let's go, Bruno. Let's go!
Oh yeah, that's smushed. Oh, sit down. All right. Middle of circle 2 putt here. Yeah, this is the same finishing hole from the tee as normal. It's just converted from a par 4 into a par 3 for today's tournament. If that hooks up, that should be nice. And gets a little bit of a grab in the grass inside circle 1. TJ looks to be going the backhand flip up. Yeah, the backhand plays into those trees over there, which can get you. Not TJ, though.
That was a great throw. Each of those last 3 throws are better than the last. Let's see if Ronnie can keep that going.
I mean, I think the only thing better than TJ's there would be the ace. And
It doesn't look like that one's going in.
no, it just burned it over. Oh, Joey converts. Very nice way to end your first round on 28, 29 footer there. Ronnie should do the same. And there it is. Good finishing birdies for both teams.
And a great,
Very respectable course.
absolutely, 10 down by Ronnie and TJ. They were ecstatic about that score. I'm not sure what they were expecting, but I'm sure it wasn't that. As we see, congratulations to all these players.
Yeah, so through the first round, Ronnie and TJ ended up playing clean, 10 down. We had 2 blemishes, 1 on each 9 for Joey and Brandon, but still very respectable 8 under. We'll see what round 2 holds for them.
And we'll take a look at our leaderboard, see how the rest of this field did. And you see coming in with the hot round is Blake Kelly and Tim Moyer, followed closely behind by Nate Cran and Brandon Whitaker. That will be our card for the second round. A lot of other good scores coming up closely, so the second round sets up to be a tight race. Thanks for announcing with me, Rick. I hope to see you tomorrow for round 2. And we will see you on the next hole.